dance, here we go. Fakey plays the games all day. Press start, jump high, hooray, hooray. While Dr. Nerd and Mr. Racist say,
Let's make some fun the chemistry way.
Dr. Nerd asks, what's H2O? Mr. Racist says, water, bro. He shouts, pause, that's way too slick. Don't beat this boss, just one more click. Tiberius Rex reads the news so proud. Ozzy's out there chasing the crowd. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, they clash too loud. Fakey plays the games all day. Press start, jump high, hooray, hooray. While Dr. Nerd and Mr. Racist say, let's make a boom the science way. Double peanut sums on in. Big boss elephant with a wrinkle grin. Quiet down, folks, we're live on air. Fake, save the princess if you dare.
Pump, Papa Jam. Pump, Papa Jam. Pump, Papa Jam. Ah!
Hey,
Yeah?
why are you yelling?
I was just, singing.
Well, if you lose your voice, you're not going to be able to do the show.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright, just calm down.
Yes, sir. Oh! Hi! Didn't see you there. Yeah, I was just jamming out. I was listening to the song, and I guess I got a little bit too loud. My dad said, you know, I gotta lose my voice if I'm too loud. Like how? Better question is, like, where would it go? I mean, that's a good question to ask Guillermo. I'll ask him later. He's a protector of dreams. But, yeah, I think my dad said, or told me a story of that he heard from a grandma, that heard from my uncle, that heard from the neighbor, that heard from the caretaker, that heard it from a man that was standing in a room. And they said that there was once a guy who yelled so loud that he lost his voice. Yeah, that's how I know my dad was saying the truth. Because my dad heard it from my grandma, that heard it from my cousin, that heard it from the neighbor, that heard it from the groundskeeper, that heard it from the man standing in the room. And if you think about it, it's kind of curious how one would lose your voice. I mean, I'm sure that Guillermo has lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stories to tell about that. I mean, if he's a protector of dreams, then he would know what yelling would be about, and if it really can make you lose your voice. I mean, is that the only way to lose your voice? I mean, if you think about it, I mean, really think about it, you could, you know, find it. Yeah, why not? You lose your voice, you know, like anything. You lose it, then it should be able to be found, right? What do you think? Write down in the comments below what you think losing your voice means. I'd like to hear what you all have to hear or say, because texting doesn't actually make words. Like using your voice like on a telephone. No, you type it, type it, type it, type it. And then send. There you go. So, you know, you're using paper and pen. That's even better sometimes because it'll be really funny by texting and then somebody's sitting right next to you and you're texting and then, oh yeah, you got that joke? Sorry, Gilmo. I didn't get you a phone yet, but we'll get there. So, you know, if you really think that, like, how can't you find the lost voice? You have to believe in your, right here, your spleen. Mm-hmm. But, like, if you can lose your voice, then how does the voice work? Hmm? That's something that you have to think about. What do you think makes your voice get lost? Hmm? I mean, how does the voice work? Hmm.
Yes. Scientifically, the human voice is produced through a complex, coordinated system involving respiration, phonotation, and resonance. It operates using aerodynamic principles to vibrate muscular tissues in the larynx at high speeds, which then shape by the vocal tract to produce sound. Here is a breakdown. The three subsystems of voice production. The power supply, or respiratory system. Voice is powered by airflow from the lungs. As you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes, pushing air up through the trachea. The sound source. The air passes through the larynx, commonly known as the voice box. Inside are vocal folds, which are two pliable shells of tissue. The resonator. The sound travels through the pharynx, nasal cavity, and oral cavity, which act as resonators to amplify and modulate the sound. The science of phonotation is the production of sound that happens through a largely involuntary, rapid process. Adduction. When you speak, muscles in the larynx bring the vocal folds together, closing the airway. The Bernoulli effect and vocal fold vibration. Air pressure builds below the closed folds until it forces them apart. As air rushes through this narrow space at high speed, it creates a drop in pressure. This suction, combined with the tissue's elasticity, snaps the folds back together. This cycle repeats hundreds of times per second. The mucosal wave. The folds do not vibrate as a single piece of stiff string. Instead, the cover vibrates over the body in a wave like motion known as the mucosal wave. Initial buzz. This rapid opening and closing produces a buzzing sound, not a voice, which is then shaped by the vocal tract. Controlling pitch and loudness. Pitch, controlled by changing the tension and length of the vocal folds.
Oh.
High-pitched vocal folds are stretched long and taut, vibrating faster, which a low pitch involves the vocal folds are shortened, thick, and lax, vibrating slower. Loudness is controlled primarily by subglottal air pressure. A more forceful exhalation creates higher pressure, causing the folds to open wider and closing them more suddenly, which increases loudness. Resonance and articulation. A buzzing sound from the larynx is enhanced by the shape of throat, nose, and mouth, which act like trumpet horns, amplifying certain frequencies to create the normal and unique timbre of a person's voice. The articulation, the lips, tongue, and soft palate shape the sound into speech. Is there something wrong, Mr. Rhesus?
Well, I got my toy, and it has a voice too. Let's see. Yes, Mr. Reese is here. Watch as I do it. All right. Open wide. Kalima. Ha ha ha.
Well, spit it out.
What? What? How did that happen?
My. I guess we'll have to get you to the lab. I guess you could say here that Mr. Rhesus is choking on his words.
Oh, yeah. So when Ozzy came back, they found out he lost his voice. I'm not really sure how that happened, but we gotta help him find it. Okay? Gotta get some papers and some posters and, put them up on telephone poles and, just try to help him find it. We can't have a field reporter going around without a voice. He can't ask any questions. So, we're gonna need some help here. This is what it sounds like.
Sakura Blue.
Oh, okay. So, if you hear that voice, anyways, be sure to contact WXYZ in care of JP or Jumbo Peanut. Yeah. Okay, here's the news.
Hello, folks! Welcome to another edition of WXYZ! The Plush Station. Today's top story, voices. We all hear them from time to time. But how do they come and how do they go? If you ask me, it seems like another cold case of that Joe with cotton eyes fellow. Well, some good news and some bad news. The bad news is Gouda is out of town. He went to a culinary meeting to learn what executive chefs need to know. I'm surprised the Jumbo P put him in charge of this task. So no cookies today or tomorrow. But the good news is OZZY has lost his voice. Yes! Imagine that! Yelling at the medical staff for fixing his throat, neck, and thorax. He kept on complaining about his stay. The hospital food was bad, and so was his patients. Screaming to a decibel where it shattered glass, OZZY lost his voice. Yes. To me, it's like a full-on vacation. Oh, yeah. I could do this for eons. But we have OZZY here now. There he is. Look at him. Jumbo Peanut says he is not without words, though. He got a translator where he can type it in, and it will tell you what it says, like the Hawking effect. You remember that. Bleep, bloop, blop. Hello? Oh. Sorry, that was someone else. Anywho, Jumbo is gonna join us for some extracurricular activity. He feels he needs to be here to help OZZY in his transition until he gets his voice back. So, Jumbo.
Oh, Gouda's on the line.
Oh, so you're saying is we have Gouda on the line?
Yup.
Hey, man. Is this thing on? Hello, Gouda. What brings this unexpected journey to the newsroom?
Well, I'm over here, man, at the culinary convention, and they have this contest going on, see? And if we answer the correct answer, then we get a $50 gift card to a local taco shack, man. Mexican restaurant, one of my favorites.
Yes. Well, what does this confusing culinary craftiness question presume?
I'm not really sure what you said, but the question is, it's like a riddle, man. In Spanish, what is little donkey mean in English? And the hint is a food.
Oh, peanut brittle.
No.
No.
Donkey. I think I know this, but I'm going to give the chance for OZZY to say it first. Go ahead, OZZY.
吐司烤焦了，
Well,
Is it peanuts?
okay, I think I know what it is, but take another shot, Ozzy. I'm trying to show my friendliness here.
天啊，愚蠢的自动更正。
I think it has something to do with peanuts. It was the only one that was at Language Depot.
How embarrassing. Are you getting this, Gouda?
Yeah, man. I can't understand Mandarin.
Curious. I didn't even know what that sounded like. Hmm.
Anyway,
Up to you
I have to
two.
write something down, man, or else we're not gonna be entered.
Well, Ozzy, this is your time to shine. Ho, ho, ho. Well, Jumbo, do you have any questions or answers for this conundrum? Hmm.
The peanut. Cashew.
Okay, I guess it's up to me. Let's
Yeah.
see what's at stake. Not steak, but tacos and Mexican foods. Ha ha ha. My Spanish isn't that great anymore. Not ever since middle school, but I'll give it a shot.
墨西哥卷饼，
Hey, man, they're closing the lid. You have to get ours in
墨
now.
西哥卷饼，
Oh, okay,
墨西哥卷饼，
wheelbarrow, yeah! Because it carries a
墨西哥
lot.
卷饼，
Yes.
Hurry up,
Hey,
guys.
wait, man, wait. Yeah, we got it in.
Good
man.
guess.
Got it in, man.
Okay, so what was it, Gouda?
And they're saying, oh, they're saying it's a burrito.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sorry, Ozzy. I guess I dropped the ball on this one.
Oh.
你是故意输的。
Can you translate that differently?
你是故意输的。
I gotta go, guys.
Oh,
See you.
I guess this is another culinary confusing catastrophe. Well, I guess you could say that this ended abruptly, and there's no time for corrections. Except for Ozzy. Until next time, this is Tiberius Rex saying, if you think your opinion matters, it just might be a matter of opinion. Good night, folks.
Did you see that? Larynx, squeaky voices, lost and found, splitting drinks. Wow. Really makes you wonder, how are we able to talk? Like, it's amazing. You know, I guess we found out how we could talk, but it really is, why can't dogs or cats? You know, come to think about it, I wouldn't want the cat to ever talk. You know, because Gabriel will always there to protect me from those nasty cats. You know, lay in my bed and get all hair everywhere, but they're nice and snuggly, and they curl up next to you, and I'm like, like a little motorboat. And, you know, that's fun if you have skis. But I don't have skis. So, nope. They're like little engines that could. Hmm. I love my cats. But I don't ever want them to talk. Mm-mm. There's some things that just shouldn't be spoken aloud. You know? Mm. But it's like you can't talk with your mouth full, especially when you have rock candy. But that's good. It's as long as it's not caramel. Mm. I have sorry. A little flashback there. But yeah. It's like when you look up into space and you get lost. Like when I was looking at the meteor shower. Yeah. That reminds me of Icy. Yeah, Icy. Remember the drinks that you drink? Brain is on fire. Yeah, I did that a lot. And you think I learned my lesson after the first time? Nope. The second time, or the third time, or the 17th time for that matter. But they're good. Just like I like to take a whole bunch of fuse pops and cut them off and stick them down into a cup and mix it all up together like a witch. Like cauldron. And wait till it gets a little liquidy. Go, 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 go. Praise yeah. You know, there's lots of things that voices could do. They could sing opera or dictate movies or emails or, you know, stuff like you could say la 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 or no 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 or yes 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 or anything. It's like Peter Piper picked pack of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Or Susie and her seashells, and how many sisters did